Hello YouTube, this is Sibbles and Bits, returning with our Arcanium run. I'm going to go ahead and start off with the question of the day. Down in the comments below, what's your favorite type of weather? I know that I've asked what your favorite season is, but I don't necessarily think that that means that it's also your favorite type of weather. My favorite type of weather, and the reason why it kind of came to mind today, we are transitioning from the terrible winter weather into the terrible spring weather. However, I actually don't mind overcast or even like a slightly rainy day. It's very relaxing and it keeps me very mellow, which might sound a little weird, but a little bit of deep lore. I have ADHD, and a lot of people always tell me, like, you seem pretty chill for somebody who has ADHD. And that's a very common misconception, is because when people usually hear about ADHD, it's about little kids who are absolute demons and are going everywhere all the time. They just won't stop, right? And it's not really about energy. It's more about you burn more energy and you're just mentally, your synapses are always firing. And so it makes it hard sometimes to focus on particular things. You're burning all your mental and physical energy at all times. So it's, if you can harness that energy, you can become very productive in a number of ways. But as an adult, I obviously don't have as much energy as I did when I was a kid. So all it does is I'm a quick burn. I burn up all my energy as soon as I start up for the day, and then I'm just exhausted all the time. And the like overcast, like what people would call moody weather, really helps with that, because I used to work night shift for about 8 years, and then I was pretty much voluntold by my company that I was going to move to first shift. And there's this thing you guys have to worry about during the day shift. It's called the sun, and it's terrible. As soon as I actuate my circadian rhythm, the whole day is just ruined. And when you work night shift, you can generally avoid that. One, the sun's not up. Um, I didn't have anybody around to like yell at me because the lights in my office weren't on. Stuff like that. And generally speaking, the time when I would see the sun and start my natural cycle would be towards the end of the day as I'm walking home from work. And that would be perfectly fine because I had gotten through most of the day, and in about 4 to 5 hours, I'm going to be exhausted and I can rest very easily. Now, if I start the day, thankfully it's daylight savings time where I'm at, so I get into work while the sun's still down, and I can sort of like delay the circadian rhythm. But basically, what ends up happening is generally I get exposed to the sun or something, like, you know, wakes me up. And then within 3 hours, I'm just exhausted for the rest of the day. And if you go into work exhausted, it's generally not going to be a good time. Anyways, that was kind of long and rambly. We can maybe go into that on another video, but let's get into the run, shall we? As I recall, we have a Tara who's dealing no damage. Like, she has quick quiver or quick draw. That's pretty good. We gave her a patient strike just to give her a little bit more damage. Actually, I lied. I forgot that we had Snake Tooth. So we do have the ability to deal damage. We just have to poison the enemy to activate our crits, which Shinzo has Thorn Guard, which applies poison whenever people hit him. He is currently our taunt tank. We're waiting for our quest to upgrade Brace and Boomerang Toss because that's going to make a world of difference for our game here. Then, of course, Lady's just doing lady things. She has her base deck, and she's still out damaging Tara. Like, maybe that'll change now that we have access to crits, but we'll have to take a look at that as it comes. So, taking a look at our map again, we need to get 13 more enemies here, and then we can probably break through this elite battle into Scorched Lands, and then start farming here, trying to get to this inn, because I believe we've used this inn twice, so it's costing 400, correct. We really don't want to have to use that again. We do have the gold boon, but yeah, please no. Tara's looking a little bit peckish. Milady has some damage on her. I'm not really feeling confident taking out any of these elite battles right now. So what we actually might do is just head through here and try and get down through this way. Another thing to note, I know that we have obviously one shrine because it's here, but there is another shrine here. I'm kind of hoping that we see that on the way, because I'm not sure how much I'm willing to search over here for a shrine. It would be a green shrine though, which is very helpful for us. But we also need to get some money to buy this Dragon Breath potion, because this is going to be very good for our damage heading into Scorched Lands. We traded off the Hex potion because of the fact that we plan on heading over here, and half the enemies are resistant to purple. Good enough recap. Did this have anything notable? Healing Balm, maybe. You could also see Reptorian Hatchet now that we've activated crits, but I would not be willing to spend 250 for that. We have a loot cache there. That's pretty good. That'll give us an item back. There's also an elite defense, but I'm not... Oh, geez. It's going to be rough. Alright. Right, alright. And I guess we're just going to end this man. There. We'll double block. Don't take any damage here. That poison's going to be a problem because I really should have swapped them. She doesn't have any block, so we're just going to take a truck ton of damage and she's probably going to die. That was a huge misplay on my part. I could maybe kill some of these, but yeah, since she has... Okay, no, she'll live, but she can't take any more damage. So then we're going to want to look for a campfire just to spot her for 40. Is generally what we did not want to do, but this is where I've put myself. Okay. Doesn't even have enough action points to... her ultimate. Pretty suffer. Again, we needed her to not take damage, but she's going to take damage because there's no way for us to avoid that. If we would have had her ultimate, that would have been 18. This enemy's poisoned, so we would have been able to pretty much one-shot this enemy. But, oh, I guess we need some draw, huh? I suppose upgrading Arrow Quiver actually killed her there. That's interesting. Wait. Did you just... I swear she just healed. She did! She healed from poison? What the what? Well, that's a bug report. That's so strange. I guess we're gonna live after all, though. What a game. Alright. Now that that's out of the way, though, you can actually pull something off here. That. I'm going to send you here. That. Okay. Yep, we're still on track here. Oof. Sorry, I just love it. Okay. Actually, what I should have done, it's not... It wouldn't be how it works, but since it's in a splash, I should have seen if Ward would increase the splash by 50% as well. I'm pretty sure they caught that, but then again, we just got healed 5 by poison. So, you know, strange things. Okay, so if we use this here, you're going to take 25. This is what we're going to do. Oh, you're rooted. Beep, beep. Now that you should have healed from. I wonder if you're going to heal another 4. What the heck? Are one of these bugged? Snake tooth? No, what would be causing that? Place. Today turned out a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be. This is actually quite terrible. Guess this is how we do this, right? Make me a little bit of money. Okay, now I'm wondering if this is also increased by 20% because of our wealth. So then that would give us 6 gold. It is not. Where is it? Paro killed elusive. Yes, we did apparently, because I see that we have 5 cards. That. What the heck? Finding all sorts of bugs today. The artifact healing. That's. Okay, took 5 gold. So that was not increased. Gold gained from enemies. Is elusive a friend? Am I a team killer this whole time? Don't tell me it's so. That. We just want to be sure that we activate our ultimate so that she heals a little more. So, by some design, Tara's actually looking pretty good. 1 for 6, ranged, incredibly good. I don't think that we actually need that. Dash, combo, draw 2 cards. This is incredibly good. If we're going down into... We could easily go for an infinite due to the fact that we're going down into Scorched Lands because we have Obsidian Dagger down there. Now that we're going into... I can't remember what it is. We're going into Scorched Lands. I think the green damage is very useful. I almost want to take this just to put it on Shinzo because then we can get rid of a Seismic Strike. Because why deal melee 1 for 6 when you can deal ranged 1 for 6? It would be very good on Lady though, regardless of if we're trying to do some shenanigans or not. We just draw through her deck faster. Get rid of this Fléché Strike for it. Yeah, the other two will do enough damage. We don't need to get more damage for Shinzo. He needs to tank better. We'll take Sprint. Now how good are we feeling? Because we could take this Defense Elite battle. We have to survive 4 rounds. On the 3rd round, or actually the 2nd, after the 2nd round, we'll have access to Shinzo's ultimate. And potentially on the 4th round if we use it that round. We've got Lady. We just need to make sure that somehow Tara doesn't take damage. But Tara has health now. I almost think that we can take this. Famous last words. Okay, we've got our Brood Sentinel. That suffer. So we need to spend AP, but we don't want to do it on the Brood Sentinel because it returns 50% of the first direct damage. So I suppose Tara can use her poison arrows on him. And this thing, if we attack it, is going to add a poison card into our deck. Not our discard, which is incredibly important. We don't want to hit this guy at all. So if we were spending action points, especially to try and get Shinzo's ultimate or Tara's ultimate to heal her, then it has to be on these two, but this one's going to be a bit dicey. But Shinzo can work around that. Right off the bat, that's how you're going to be, huh? Okay, I think this is how this works. Oof. That was just for the, oh, it was retain. I should have kept that, actually. Am stupid. Touche is not retain, though. We could have used that. Get the safety out here while we can. It's very much a shame that we had to use that AP to move Shinzo because it means that we will not have... well, we're not going to have it now. This is very rough. Only 18 exact. I Templar Rush over here. Lady can lunge into here, which is going to deal a ton of damage to her, but it might be the best way to do this. So... I was not ready for this. When do I think I've tested this. When do I get the shield? Okay. How did we deal... Like, I understand we have this, but how did we deal... Oh, it's upgraded. That's how we dealt 6 damage. Oh my good lord. You're learning things today. Okay, so that makes sense. We dealt... Wait! What the heck's going on here, then? Because he's blue, but he only resisted 2 Arcana damage. But then we dealt... You know, that's the total. That's incorrect. So what actually happened... What actually happened? Your resistance... Why did I deal 2 Arcana to you? Like this, what I'm guessing is happening is the resistance is before my might, which would be 5. Half of that would be 2.5. It rounds down. That makes sense. So we resisted 2 Arcana damage. Then dealt 2 Arcana damage, but that doesn't make sense because we have 1 might. So we should be dealing 6? Like, if anything, this would be 3. And that would make perfect sense. But it's not 3. And then, of course, we dealt 6 total damage, despite the fact that we it resisted 2. And so we took 3. And then, of course, we applied the shield afterwards. So that's the order of operations. It is after our attack and enemy resolution that we gain the shield. And that's what I... Wait, what? And then it dealt... Okay. Nope. That's right. I think I understand now. This makes no freaking sense. Because the enemy has 3 backlash. So that's why we're taking this. So, we're taking the enemy backlash, applying our shield, and then it dealt 3 retaliation to us because we dealt 6 to it. but it was 8-6, 84-6, and it only took 2. Why? Did my might not get added in at all? Guys, we're squashing a lot of bugs. I apologize that this is taking a while. It's important to know how these things work. Or don't, if that be the case. Now, if I apply one vulnerable here, I will take 3 damage. I don't know if that's worth it. I probably should have used this here while I was there, but now we know. Actually, we wouldn't want to do that because then we'd take poison. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, what a wreck. This is only round 2. We're dead. And that reflected the correct amount of damage. Plunge. It was 3 damage plus 1. It's 4. Resist 2 damage. We deal 2 damage. So then it dealt 1 nature damage to us. Oh, I say, hey, what's going on? Oof. I don't have to kill it, but I want to. How we do it? That'll play. One less enemy to worry about. We're not going to use that this turn. You're going to take a truck ton of damage. Is what we said we didn't want to do. For those of you keeping track at home. We should survive at this point. Just kidding. He got stunned. We are in trouble. Okay, so if I move him here, he dies. So he almost has to stay here. Or we somehow move him all the way over here. But if she takes damage from anybody, she dies. We are definitely in a way. Dies. We don't die, though. There's no way this enemy is going to be able to kill Shinzo on the turn that he has shield wall, so. But at this point, she's going to get reduced down to like 2 health. It's actually better for her to die. Except not this turn. If we can keep her alive, we want to. Maybe we'll heal from the, Probably not. I'm very interested to see what exactly is causing that. I'll have to do some testing. Yeah, I don't even know. Oh, that was the round. That was actually not perfect. Stone Fist is kind of crazy. Hunting Rifle is very crazy. Poison Shard obviously enables us, so it is also equally crazy. I think maybe we just take Poison Shard and put it on my lady. I mean, worst case scenario, she's going to be stacking a lot of damage with that. I would really love to do Stone Fist. Because Lady with 3 starting... She had 3 starting might. This is a 2 times 5. That is absolutely ridiculous. Maybe we still take that. Do we honestly... We kind of do have problems applying poison. What else do you have? Just combat staff. We certainly don't have defense right now. I think maybe we actually do just grab Stone Fist. I'm gonna regret that though. And I can always give it to other people too. That's the brilliant thing about it. For 12 is decent. It's definitely better than Tara's sniper shots. That's something to consider. Apply 1 vulnerable and taunt in an area. The only problem with this is that it costs 3. Upgraded maybe. And with 4 AP, she would be able to use that and then use, what is it, the riposte? Yes, riposte. The enemy would be vulnerable. We would have +1 might, so without our other relics, this is 6. It would be 9 times 4. That is some insane damage. But we would need it upgraded. We would have to give Lady an AP. And unfortunately, due to the circumstances, I think what we actually are going to have to do, we're going to level up. I think we honestly spend it on healing. So might actually want Life Force, but I don't know if he's ever going to be able to use it. Brace is only 2. But Brace is not resilient or retain. Boy. What are our upgrade targets? Because we got 3 upgrades incoming, theoretically speaking. It's Brace, Boomerang Toss, and then either Hellfire or Brawl. Just have to decide what route we're going here. Oh my good lord. So I took Quick Draw under the assumption that I would be able to draw Sniper Shot, but it's not an arrow. That is big oof. Big oof indeed. But it will give us our toxic arrows then. And I believe what we do, knowing that, is... Maybe we put the other toxic arrow in here. Oh, we can't do that well here. Oy. We need to heal? It's really gonna hurt us later that we weren't able to take that. Now we need to reduce this down to right amount of cards. Especially if we're allegedly going to add Brawl. Gonna take out a dual strike. That's something good. That's really good. This would have been exceptionally good if we had the hunting rifle. We'd be able to easily expend our hand. Taro grabs her. I mean, she already crits though. Yeah, she crits off poison. But if we didn't have the crit off poison, this would be very good. We'd empty our hand, crit on the last card. If we have our ultimate, we draw the ultimate, crit on that. If that kills, we refund Fury and draw 2 cards because of Tara's passive. And then we can spend another 2. Pretty good. But I think we still take this because Boomerang Toss. And we are almost at a usable state for that. We have to kill 8 more enemies here. You know what? Maybe we're never going to get into here. It is a possibility. We're going to go after this come and fight here. Yeah, I love taking poison. Sure, why not? Okay. Should have used this first. Damage is pretty much going to happen. There's not much I can do besides possibly dash Lady there, but she can actually heal and they can't, so. Actually, what I should have let her be poisoned just to see if we can keep that going. Figure out if it was just a situational thing. Da 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 da. We're so screwed. All right. We were just talking about how this is better than her sniper shot, and her sniper shot doesn't have the synergy we think it does, so yeah, I'll replace it with a Hellfire. Excuse me? Did I accidentally equip this on someone? Oh, I equipped it on you already. Eh. Alright, if anybody needs cards right now, I believe it's Shinzo. Come on, man. Templar Rush is good. Juggernaut Strike is actually pretty good. These are good. And if we pass on the Stone Fist to anybody, I think it's going to be Shinzo, because he has access to, first off, Juggernaut Strike for Shield Steel, and Headbutts, which are the first one's free. Have to kill 5 more enemies in the... Well, I suppose this isn't that bad, right? Because Tara is allegedly healing off of poison. I feel like what I should do, though, should take off Wood Chime, just to see if that has anything to do with it. Because it is called Artifact Healing, so it has to come from an artifact, right? Also, these are good because Tara now crits everything. Absolutely everything. The enemy deals more poison, I don't want it to live. You're gonna cleanse anyways, go ahead and put this on there. With this man. Let's... Ooh. This so early, but... He healed! It's Snake Tooth! We could test that on the other one. Or maybe she's just bugged and healing off of poison damage. Suppose it could be someone else's? That wouldn't make much sense, though. Doesn't mean that that's not the case, though. Now we're popping off. Much rather just reduce this damage here. And then Shinzo... No, I don't want Shinzo to take the damage. I actually wish that they would give her more poison. There we go, we got 3. So, Cooper, I know you're in the comments, because you always are. We finally have a build where we're utilizing poison, just not in the way that you would think. I'm gonna make a wild guess though, and Cooper's gonna say that this isn't good enough. Something more poison. don't want to kill you. I won't. I won. Okay. Reason we wanted to do that was because we wanted to heal the 3 life. Hey man, it's in there. If it's in there, it's fair game, right? This isn't an exploit. It was totally an exploit. Okay. Here we go. Poison coating is pretty good, as is Envenom. Unfortunately, Envenom is not a arrow, so we're not able to readily get access to it. Anger would be great if we actually had Sustain, and we don't. I'm thinking Poison coating is the way that we go here. Because it will make her self-sufficient. You can grab all the poison cards out of her deck, theoretically speaking, and then we can just keep applying poison for our crit. I don't know if we take this now, though. Actually, we do. I think we do. This toxic arrow is 3. I think we want to keep that. I think what we actually do is we get rid of the obsidian arrow. Might even get rid of a sniper shot, which would be weird. Because these still apply poison for damage. And they get drawn by quick draw. Whereas the only other thing that does is these obsidian arrows, which then of course crit versus poison enemies to deal as much damage as a sniper shot. We're theoretically getting out of Anador into Scorched Lands. Green is unresisted. We want to keep our obsidian arrows. So I think right now we keep the sniper shot, but we will get rid of an obsidian arrow for now. Unfortunately, I think we head up the end. We really didn't want to do it, but we need to break out here. And this elite battle will give us just enough that we can get our quest, upgrade all of our good cards, and then get the heck out of here. Of course, we weren't able to grab our fire potion, but we're going to have to solve that at another juncture. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. A spider gaunt? Thing's gonna crit us for like 48. You can't believe these stats right here, because these are the ones that are not boosted by the difficulty or the threat level. Yeah, these are the 3 enemies we really would prefer not to see. Hold up. Hold up. So we know Snake Fang is what is healing her. But I think she actually just DPSs down the Elite Black Widow. Becomes the tankiest person in the game. Draw, please. Thank you. That's actually exactly what we wanted. Now we get to drop all this freaking damage onto it. Ooh, let's go. Now, I'm afraid we don't want to take 14. This is a stun. Oh my god. Like I said, this is the one team we actually didn't want to see. Worst case scenario, I use this on her. It'll reduce damage by, what, 6? She's going to heal it back, theoretically speaking, because we've got the poison exploit going on here. Okay for Lady to be stunned? I would like to think no, but I don't know what other options we got. That's technically what we needed, but we needed it like here. Actually, Okay, here's an idea. Deal. I can deal with that. And this is gonna have to happen. Okay, he's not being attacked. This is relatively perfect. Emphasis on relatively. I think I just want to DPS you down. Because I really don't want to hit you. But I could do... Let's see. This will do... 61, 36... Math. 25. You're going to have 25 left. That's 5. Sorry, 6. 16. That's not enough. Just short. So even if I threw you here, it still wouldn't work. Okay. So I'm just going to blow you up. Here we go. Really going to screw up our battle calculations, though. You're getting crit for a ton of damage. Still might honestly be dead, because I got to crack through that. Not gonna happen. Got the extra action points, though, so let's do this. Punch the spider. Still won't be enough for you. So here's what I think we do. We might honestly have to sack Shinzo. This is so scuffed. I don't know how we get out of this. That. We get out of here, it's because of this poison thing we got going on. Now you're dealing 42. No, I think we're dead here. Came into this with full health and we just met the wrong team. That feels bad, man. Just desperately trying to figure out what I could possibly do here. Oh, first off, Tara alive. Oh, we're barely alive. Don't know how, but we did it. For now. Oh, time to find out some ordering. Thank goodness. Lady's pretty much dead. She just doesn't know it yet. If you would stop shielding yourself and then ulting us for 45, that'd be freaking great. Alright. If I hit you for 12 or more, you're going to gain shield, so I'm actually going to deal nothing here. Or is it direct damage? It's direct damage. Okay, we can get something here. We're done though. GG's, Nori. Ooh. Excuse me, my Tara level? Anyways. That was kind of upsetting, but we ran into a whole bunch of interesting bugs that I now get to give to the developers. We reached level 20 with Shinzo, so that's kind of nice. Can even put that on right now, why not? Now he's all dudded up. Anyways, if you guys have any feedback, be that questions, comments, misplay alerts, anything like that, be sure to leave it down in the comments below. Until next time, I'll catch you guys around.